going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with a game of MLB 2K12 in my player mode with Timmy Timmons. It is spring training still. That's all right. I've only played one game of spring training thus far. Anyway, we're going up against the Pirates here in this one. This should be pretty exciting. Now, I'm excited about this video too because you guys know that I really enjoy talking about baseball and just sports in general. And I got this question on Twitter. It said, I'm curious about your dislikes with contemporary baseball games. What are the feats you miss, and which ones could you do without? That's a really great question. 140 characters does not do that question justice. So it's kind of suggested, let's turn this into a video. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Just kind of tell you guys, because basically, if you don't understand the question, it comes down to what do you not like about modern baseball? What do you miss about the golden age? Not that I was alive then. And what things about modern baseball could you kind of do without? Now, it really comes down to a few things. One is baseball used to be immensely integrated in our culture in the United States. People would get together, they would dress up, go to a baseball game. I mean, baseball was sports. And that's something that I hope one day would come back. I mean, that's why it's called America's pastime. I would think it would be nice if it would, come back one day, being America's most popular sport. I just think there's a lot of things that happen in baseball that set it apart from everything else. One, the acceptance of failure. When you think about it, and I posted a video not too long ago called The Case for Baseball, and I kind of go over some of the stuff here, but in baseball, failure is something that is accepted. Like if you've got somebody who's batting 300, that means 7 out of 10 times they miss. But if you make it 3 out of 10 times, that's actually really good. And so to have that in the back of your mind that failure is a part of the game, that carries over to so many things, in life. So that's one of the reasons why I like baseball is there's a lot of things that you can take out of baseball and apply in your life. And that's something that I think has been kind of lost on society as a whole, is what baseball can kind of give you. Another thing that, looking at contemporary baseball is nobody really looks to baseball players as role models as much as they used to. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some players who do not deserve to be role models, even when you take a look back in the past. Some of the things that baseball players did, they would get away with because they were baseball players that in today's day and age wouldn't be able to do it. Like, for example, Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth was actually known for going out with all these ladies and doing stuff that he wasn't supposed to do. Getting drunk all the time, things like that. And it was totally okay because these guys were baseball players and they were idolized. And then you think about what happened last year with the Red Sox, and it's rumored that they had beer in the clubhouse, and everybody's all over them for that. You know what I mean? So, things have changed, but I would like some kind of baseball player to come out that can be seen as a role model and just as like a hero in general. Because you think about Babe Ruth and a lot of the players from, all the eras in the past, and these guys seem like they were superhuman in what they did. We do not have anybody like that anymore, and we won't for some time. Rivalries is a big thing that has changed as well. You talk about the greatest rivalry in baseball, the Red Sox and the Yankees, and you know what? When you think about it, it's not a bitter rivalry. Back in the day, people would hate each other from the other team. Now, you kind of see that, I think, a little bit in the Giants and Dodgers, but there really isn't anybody to hate in baseball. And I'm not encouraging hating anybody or anything like that, but I think you guys know what I mean. There's one game that you look forward to, and you just want to crush those guys. Baseball doesn't have that anymore. That's something I would like to kind of come back, but in a good way, and that's really, really tough to kind of find a balance, like a good hatred. You know what I mean? But, I don't know, with baseball, the feats that I miss is just somebody doing something that was considered impossible. Nowadays, we don't have anybody that can do something that is considered impossible. And when they do something that is considered impossible or do something that was not expected, as of late, we kind of start asking questions. All right, what did he do to get to this point? Oh my gosh, I crushed this one. Home run. Yes. Second home run for Timmy Timmons in his professional career. That's not bad. But I think you guys know what I'm getting at here. Like, people think steroids, corked bats, stuff like that. Whereas people just took it as, wow, look what this guy did. So baseball has kind of lost its reputation a little bit for being a clean sport. And therefore, when miraculous things do happen, we kind of start scratching our heads, and we just can't comprehend the fact that a person did that. I don't know if that makes sense. But hopefully that answers the question here, because this video is about ready to get done right after we show this awesome home run. But you know what? It really doesn't help my team out that much, because we end up losing this one 6-2. So not a great start for us here in spring training. We've only won one game thus far, but it's spring training. The beginning of April, it doesn't mean too much. But I appreciate you guys watching this video here. Subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that jazz. You guys are awesome. You really are. Thank you again for watching. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.